I just want to give you guys a heads up. First of all, if you're not spending money on ads, you need content. If you don't do content and you don't do ads, you're not going to be able to put yourself out there in a way people are going to see you. Okay, so logically thinking, if you're not creating ads or at least outsourcing it to be created and or not running any ads, logically, no one's going to buy your offer because no one knows it exists. So later on, you cannot say, hey, I bought this program, I paid this much, I built a funnel, blah, 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 and you did not get a result if you yourself are not putting yourself out there, not exposing yourself. Okay, so giving you guys the idea here. You need one. Okay, I'm going to just write it down for you guys. Okay, 3 boxes. Okay, first of all, you need social media attention. Okay, again, I said this previously. If you need sales, if you need leads, if you need bookings, you need attention. So you get this through paid ads, okay, or you get this through organic content daily. Okay, so this is basically what you have to do in order to get this going. Okay, I'm repeating myself over and over, hoping that you guys can memorize this, you guys can understand this. The only reason clients fail, either they have a funnel or not, the only reason clients fail is because of this reason. Clients fail because of the idea or the understanding or the implementation or the execution of not acquiring attention. Okay, that's the reason why most clients fail. If you guys are sitting and watching right now, and after the call, you go and you don't do anything, you are basically the bottleneck of you failing within your business. So the idea, the skill I want you guys to develop is, how do I attract attention? Now, there is simple way of doing it. It's a very simple way. Every single one of you guys right now knows how to imitate or copy someone. Copy is by doing exactly the same. Imitate is basically watching them and trying to do the same. That's it. There's no other way of easier way to explain it. So if you're starting off from scratch, you have no credibility, you have no list, you have no audience online. Let's say you just build out a brand new social media account. This is the thing you need to focus on. Creating an account to generate traffic or spending money on ads to generate traffic. You might be thinking for yourself, okay, Ronald, sounds great, sounds awesome, sounds cool, sounds so easy. Okay, but how do you do it? Okay, so how do we do it is the following. Okay, so we imitate someone we like. Okay, so someone out there that you like, you look at their content and you imitate them. Second, know your offer. So you need to know what your offer is. In other words, the same. Let's say I like someone that talks about cars. I'm a car fan. I like cars. Okay, fine. My offer is, I fix cars for a living. I'm a mechanic. I do body work, or maybe I do some type of engine work, whatever I do. If I like cars and I'm a mechanic and I want to offer my service, my shops or repair shop, whatever I have, I need to know what I can offer. If it's fixing the muffler, fixing the engine, fix it, tech issue like electronic issue for the car, whatever it is. Okay, so you need to know the offer. And you need to know your audience. Okay, who's the ideal person you want to work with? Okay, maybe you want to work with someone that is like the Asian, ethnic or whatever. Maybe you want to only work with people from the US. Maybe you only want to work with women. Maybe you only want to work with teenagers. Maybe you only want to work with men in their 30s, not over 40, not younger than 30, whatever. So you have to know that audience, but not know it in the sense of, okay, what they sleep, what they eat, what they wear. No, don't go as that far yet. Stick with the general understanding of their age, their lifestyle, what they like, what they don't like, where they are. If they're UK people, has a different culture than the US people. Logically, you need to know how to speak to them. Okay, so this is the understanding of your social media market. Okay, now you have this. Okay, we want to go for the other part, which is, okay, the second box. Okay, then we have a third box. So the second box here, which most of the time I try to help people understand that they need to do, is one, conversation. Okay, so you need two things to do conversation. Either you can do it in the DM chat, or you can have a lead magnet. Okay, this is super easy. A lead magnet can be your funnel because it has a video. A lead magnet can be a PDF because you're giving some type of written information out. A lead magnet can be a booklet, whatever you have at your disposal. Now, if you're saying to me, Renal, I don't have a lead magnet because I don't know what information I would like to give out, logically push them into a DM chat. Okay, why? Because you do know what to ask them. Hey, do you have a business? How long you been in business for? Hey, do you have a health issue? How long you been struggling with that health issue? Oh, you have a weight loss issue. Okay, have you taken XYZ product in order to lose weight or something? So if you don't know what to give out, you do know what questions to ask to find out if that person will be the ideal person to work with you. In the end, you always want to ask them, by the way, if I offer you XYZ solution at a certain price, would you be willing to work with me? That's it. That should be the question at the end of that conversation. If you're giving out a VSL in the webinar link, let's say they put their name, email, and they see the video, what do you think logically will be the end call to action at the VSL? It will either be book a call with me so we can find out if we can give you a solution, or if you're selling an offer, like a low ticket offer or a course, you simply say, hey, by the way, if you click the link below, you'll be able to get the product or course at a certain price. As simple as that. So as you can know, basically what you need here is know what questions to ask. Okay, that's something, maybe like 5 questions, 7 questions. What are the questions you need to ask? Okay, the second thing will be what qualifies the person to work with you? And third, what pricing will I offer this person? Okay, now you might be thinking to yourself, okay, I don't want to say the pricing in the chat. I want to speak to them on the phone. It's up to you. I'm going to tell you, honestly, it doesn't matter what Shaq says. It doesn't matter what Grant Cardone says. It doesn't matter what Alex Hormozi says. It does not matter what they say. The reason is not everyone is the same. I personally sell my own service independently from what I do at Shaq in the chat, and I say to them the pricing then and there. If you want it, you take it. If you don't, you leave it. I move to the next person. That's my way of doing it, and I do close high ticket sales in the chat. I do not do sales calls. Why? Because I simply don't have time for it. I don't have time to spend 1 hour with a person. Now, if you do have time to spend 1 hour with a person, please do it. Spend the time with them and you say, hey, let's jump on a call. We'll go like 15, 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes, whatever you want to do. Figure out your solution. And if you're a good fit, then I will propose you my offer. Then I will propose you my pricing, whatever. Okay. So you need to know what questions to ask. So what are the ideal questions you want to ask? First of all, what problem are you facing? If it's a health problem, if it's a financial problem, if it's a business problem, if it's a family problem, if it's emotional problem, if it's, what type of problem they have. So what is your current situation? What problems are you facing? Second questions, what have you tried and hasn't worked for you? Okay, second question is, what have you tried and hasn't worked for you? The third, what are you specifically looking for? Okay, so think about it for a second. We know what the problems are. We know what they have tried and has failed at. And now we're asking them, what solution are you specifically looking for? They are going to tell you. Once you have those 3 questions dialed in, and you can see where this conversation is going, then you have basically 2 options. You can present them your pitch, or you can keep digging deep more and more in depth on what the problem is. So if they say, yeah, I want a solution to make money very quickly because I'm in a financial issue, logically, a bell must be ringing into your head like, hey, this is a lottery-minded person, which you're not able to play the lottery with them give them within a day's sales or income or something. So logically, it should be the fourth question should be, okay, so if I were to help you, but maybe we can do it within 90 days, maybe we can do it within 6 months, would that be more reasonable for you? Because logically, if you go to anyone out there within a week or two, you're not going to get maybe any income coming in. Does that sound like a fair deal if we work something out between 90 to 6 months? Okay, so that should be the fourth question. So you're digging a bit more deeper into if they're reasonable enough to work with you within 90 to 6 months, 90 days to 6 months. Okay, so that should be the fourth question if you want to dig more deeper. Now, if you want to pitch them immediately, you will pitch them, hey, either this is my offer, this is what it comes with, and this is the pricing, or you simply say to them like, hey, I can better explain this on a phone call. If you want to, we will take maybe like 50 minutes and to see if you're a perfect fit. If not, we will simply jump, go to the next person, or I will give you a recommendation. That's it. We jump to the next step. We don't just beat around the bush. So the idea here, guys, is that you take your pen and paper, you focus on this, okay, because you will make a list of all the videos out there that you like, you want to create, and you want to imitate. Why? Because you know your offer, you know your audience. And second, you're going to push for conversations. Okay, either you're hiring someone to do the conversation for you, or you do it yourself, which I would highly recommend you. Out of a lot of people that we use as a VA or as a setter, to do it yourself. Because if you hire a VA and setter and they have a question for you and you don't know how to answer it, it's like as if you're throwing your money away. You're just burning it. The person is just consuming your hour and you're paying them, but they're not getting any work done. Okay, so I'll recommend you. Okay, please do it yourself. After you've done like 3, 4, 5 sales under your belt, you have a system in place. You know what's the common questions, what's the common fears, what's the desires they have. Then you move to hiring someone as a setter, as a VA, etc. Okay, what I can give you as a tip though, okay, for every single one of you that has social media audience, or you want your social media page to have more engagement, is you can hire a social media account manager for maybe roughly, I would say, between $150 to maybe $250 per month. Let them only work 1 hour per day at going to your competition's page and message and comment under all the people that engage with their page. Okay, because those people will come to you. Keep in mind, Shaq has, I think, over, I don't know, 100K followers on Instagram. Maybe out of those 100,000 followers, maybe between 1,000 to 3,000 buy from him. The rest of the 97,000 does not. So those people potentially can come to you. Now, I'm just giving an example from Shakir, but if you are a person that sells self-development, something has to do with mindset, something has to do with real estate, etc., you can go and do that with other people within the industry. Okay, why? Because most audiences that see their high ticket probably don't want to buy their high ticket. They just follow them because they find them cool. I find, Sam Ovens, Alex Hormozi, Grant Cardone, I find them cool, but I do not buy for them because I don't gravitate with their style of doing business. So logically, if you know their audience is following them, go and target their audience. Why? Because they have a large audience. Okay, so you can hire the VA to go after that audience for you. Meanwhile, your sole attention is on building and creating and posting and publishing content to attract that audience to become a conversation. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Now, once we have out the conversation, once we have example of people sending DM to you with a link, that link goes to your funnel, blah, 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 fine, okay, great. What we want to do is we want to do over here, let me just write it down for you guys. What we want to do is pitch offer. Let me just write it down very big, pitch offer. Okay, now you probably might be thinking, okay guys, I had a conversation in the middle, I give them a lead magnet. If not, I just simply had a list of questions I asked them. So I know my offer, Okay, so now I know my offer, I had a conversation, so I need to pitch the offer. Okay, pitch the offer. Now you may have, I don't know, one offer, two offer, three offers. So if it's a one offer, okay, so you want to push for at least 2 to 5 people out of 10. Okay, please listen to me carefully. I did not wrote that you have 5 offers, 4 offers, 3 offers, 2 offers. No, pitch one offer, just one. Stick with one. Push one offer as much as you can. Out of 10 people you have conversation with, please pitch at least 2 to 5 of them, because probably half of them will not qualify. Okay, but I'm just playing with you here because I'm not sure on what your conversions will be. But on average, if you speak to 10 people, pitch 2 to 5 of them. Okay, at least, at a minimum, 2 to 5 of them. That will be anywhere between 20% to 50% of them will see, hear, and understand what your solution is, what your program is, what your vision is, whatever you want to do for them or with them. Okay, you want to pitch them. Now, how are you going to pitch them? It's going to be simple. This can be through a sales page. Okay, why? Because you might be selling an offer. Many of you guys already have an offer with an order page. It might be through a, I would say like manual pitch. Okay, so you're gonna write it down for them depending on what it is that you guys are doing. Let's say, for example, you're having a conversation via DM chat. You're simply gonna pitch them there in the DM chat, or you're gonna pitch through a call, through a call. So you have to do a live call with them. Okay. This is a three-way. There is no other way of doing this. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have an order page for a funnel because you're selling a course, or you have a school community. That school community has a payment gateway. They have to pay to access the community. So if you're having a chat already, the person is, kind of interested in your stuff, then you're gonna say, hey, the pricing is this. Here's the link. Boom. You give them the sales page link, your school community payment link. Or if you don't do that, like for example, in myself, I send them the Stripe link. It's a manual thing I have to write, but I send them the Stripe link. Or you're doing a call. If you're doing a sales call, you're gonna do the call, and through the call, you're gonna pitch them. You're gonna do it live. You're gonna process the payment live. This is basically, guys, the process. Now, if you think carefully for a moment, I did not mention throughout this whole journey that you need a funnel, because you don't need a funnel to get the first sales coming in. You don't need a funnel. Now, why you guys bought a funnel, or why do you use a funnel, is because you use a funnel once this process has worked organically, and you take this funnel, sorry, this content, and then you push it through what we call, let me just write it down here, a call funnel or sales funnel. Okay, so this is what we want to do. And guess what? This is the part that will simply sell it for you. Okay, we skip, what do we skip? The conversation. We skip that conversation part. Because now we already know the process, know the target audience, know the common question, know the sweet spot that they say yes to the pricing, and know the angle of which we have to make the conversation with. Okay, so the conversation has to happen a certain way. Okay, fine. Since we talked to 3, 4, 5 of them, now we can automate everything and turn it into a funnel. And now we boost the campaign. What I mean with boost, either you put in a certain amount of money, a specific budget. The minimum budget I recommend you guys to test a campaign is like 300 to 500, not more than 500. If you're already spending 200 to 300 and you're seeing, I got no bookings, I got no sales, I got no one interested in buying anything, that means the content that you made sucks. It's bad. You need to replace it. Now, it doesn't mean like in a disrespectful way, but it means that it doesn't work, so you have to test a different thing. If the content at the beginning attracts the wrong person, therefore the person doesn't have the money, doesn't have the interest, doesn't have the motivation, blah, 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 it does not mean your business is ruined. It does not mean the funnel is bad. It doesn't mean that. What it means is the content is not the right content. You simply have to do another. Okay, so you're either pushing for the one at the top at the beginning, or you guys are going directly for the one at the bottom. Whichever it is that you're doing, okay, keep in mind, whichever it is that you're doing, the thing you have to start with is here. You need to start with the social media content, okay? Now you might be saying, oh, Renal, but I don't have a funnel. What do I do? That is why you have the conversation in the DM chat. So you launch your campaigns organically without paying ads, and you see how they perform. If they perform good, they will trigger people. If you say in the comment, if you say in the video, hey, by the way, if you want to know more, DM me the word blah, 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 and I will get back to you with more details. Or give me a follow and I will shoot you the details. That's it. One of those two call to actions. If you do that, you can basically get DM chat. I personally did it. I put a post, not even a video, just a post saying, I'm seeking case studies for a specific solutions. What I'm going to do for you is X, Y, and Z. If you're interested, DM me. The person did not leave a comment. The person simply DM me and says, yeah, I want to buy. How much should the person buy? $2,000. Straight out the gate. Nothing. I did not speak to them. I did not do a video. I did not see them. I did not even know they existed prior. And where did I do this? On Facebook. That's it. So if I'm able to do that without showing my face, without creating a video, without seeing the person, then I have to tell you, like, hey, you guys can also do it. Now, why did the person buy? If you want more in-depth, explanation about that payment or that sale, why did the person buy? The person simply said to me, hey, I follow many of the top guys. Shakir's one of them. I see you work with them. I see you work with the clients. I see your training videos. I see you on the summit. I don't have I don't have a high budget for building something. I just need help with one thing. Just create a newsletter. So he doesn't want a funnel. He wants a newsletter. Think about it for a moment. What is a newsletter? A email follow-up that delivers some type of value to the client or leads in this case. So he comes to me just to purchase a newsletter build out, not a funnel, not videos, not content, not anything, just a newsletter. Think about it, selling 2K offer for just building a newsletter. And in the end, I have to be transparent with you. It's a done with you. I'm not doing it for them. It's a done with you. So I tell them exactly what to do. I do that within a month. And I'm thinking to myself, if I can sell a done with you build out for a newsletter for 2K, you guys can probably sell your offers as well. Okay. But the simple thing you have to focus on this. Now, for me to stop my blah, 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 probably it's too much of repeating the same thing. I want to show you guys probably an example. Let's say, for example, I wanted to teach people how to grow on Instagram. Maybe you guys want to teach people how to grow your business. Maybe you guys want to teach people how to grow on, I don't know, on LinkedIn or whatever else. Okay, how to get clients for your brick and mortar, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's go to Instagram here. I'm going to pick someone specific, it's called Maria Wentz. Okay, so she teaches the concept or the offer of, let me help you build a business leveraging Instagram growth hacks. Okay, she's selling and I will call it a mass offer. This is what's the official term is, mass offer. What is mass offer? Mass offer is a low ticket offer that appeals to the mass audience and they can buy it very easily. So what is the offer specifically? Let me just click on the link so you guys can see it. So you get a better understanding of what I'm referring to. It says, hey, make passive income. This term already, make passive income, are people that like everything that has to do with affiliates, not do anything, not do the work, just do everything for me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's the audience she is speaking to. And this is the offer itself. Let me just scroll down for a second. Let me see if we can find the pricing. I think it's over here. Yeah. This is low ticket offer, $247. Okay. And if you don't buy the $247, she will follow up with you with a 50% discount. I think if I click on it, I will probably see it as well. Let me just double check. So over here, you see it's charging me $247. And if I try to get out, here it goes. Save 50%. So you get a 50%, not 50% discount, but a $50 discount on the checkout. Okay, so you can see now it lowers it for $197 or $200. So this is a promotion that she's doing at the max. And in the back end, she's selling, I think, a license program or something for a bit like 2K or 3K, something like that. So you have a low ticket offer at the beginning and a high ticket offer on the back end. Now, do you need a low ticket offer? No. Do you need a high ticket offer? No. It's up to you what you want to do. But in most cases, most of you guys do have a high ticket. You don't have a low ticket. So what is the logical step here? The logical step is here. She's sending from her bio to a low ticket offer promotion. So if you don't have a low ticket offer promotion, send them to some type of PDF. If you don't have a PDF, simply give a call to action to start a DM conversation to get something. Because over here it says, if you want me, if you're a woman, you want to make passive income, you want me to help you, how to make money passively on Instagram, click the link. So you guys can do something similar. You say, hey, if you want to help me, with my business, if you are a woman entrepreneur, a Muslim woman entrepreneur, or a US executive wanting to quit your job because you're tired of making your boss rich or whatever, blah, 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 click the link or DM me the word X, Y, and Z, and I will get back to you. Something like that. Now, that's from the bio side. What about the content side? This is an example of content she does. She focuses only on producing content, nothing else. Everything that you see that is here, the images, the printouts, whatever that she's doing, everything is outsourced. Okay, you can do it on Fiverr, you can do it on other places. Well, let me give you an example here. So she has a video here showing the guide or PDF she's giving. What does it say in the comment? It says comment 60, and I will send you the link to the PDF. Okay, an example. Okay, I tested it before we started the call. So I go to her message here, and you can see. So I scroll all the way on top. When you comment, the first thing you get, like, hey, thanks for confirming, blah, blah, blah. Do you want the link? Da, da, da. Okay, as again, hey, this is the 60-page guide, da, 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 100K followers, get updates. So you see what she's doing. So she's creating her content, telling people to comment. People comment, they get the update in order for them to click the link. And once they click the link, they go to whatever thing that she is giving away. Now, let's say if she did not give away anything, she could have easily started the conversation, asking me questions, etc., etc. So you guys see how you can implement this very easily and quickly. Okay, do you guys remember this PDF? Just let me know in the comments. Have you guys seen it? Do you guys remember this? Okay, so you can let me know in the chat, blah, 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 fine, okay. But the idea is, guys, if you see, for example, my screen, you can see 40 reels as a video template, okay? If you don't want to use a video template because you don't want to be on camera, you don't think you're pretty, you don't think you're professional, you don't think you're credible, you have imposter syndrome, all those things, totally fine, not a problem. You go search for someone. I can help you understand what I'm referring to by, for example, click on this person's page. Okay, this person does a video the same. Every video has a call to action. He is pushing people to have conversation in the chat. But the times that he does not do it, guess what? Let me scroll down and try to find it for you. If I can manage to find it for you. But anyways, let me just search for a second. So this guy has these type of, how you call them, carousels. So you see a carousel, a couple of image, fine, explaining how he made money, how he gets results, how he finds out the solution to his problem, giving people the step-by-step, blah, blah, blah. And you can see on the side, it says at the top, by the way, comment workshop. Why? Because if you comment workshop, as the people did below, you get a message. The message that goes to his workshop. And guess what? The workshop is not for free. The workshop is a paid workshop. So you paid $100 to attend the workshop. So I'm asking you, if you know exactly your outline of your program, do you think you're able to explain it in maybe like 5 or 6 steps within a carousel? Of course, yes. Now, If you think, hey, I cannot do messages, I cannot do graphics, I cannot do anything, I would recommend you do it like this. Okay, let me search for the famous Frank Kern. Look at how Frank Kern is doing it. Now, I know Frank Kern has a lot of credibility, decades in the industry, a lot of people know him. You already have that status with him. So if you are starting out, you have no way of doing graphics, you have no money to outsource anything, you have no expertise in copywriting, but you still want to write something and you want to promote something, do it this way. Do it simply this way. Write it like this. Take inspiration from here. This is handwritten ugly notes, but still get the job done. Okay? So people still comment, yes, I want your stuff. And it says, look at what is the call to action at the end. Not even DM, I will send you a message. No, not even that. Just go to the link. So if you had a link or you had a PDF or you want to chat with them in the chat box, simply put the call to action. Hey, DM me the word, whatever the word is, and then people will DM you. What do you need? You need exposure. So I kind of did an example here, and I want to show you guys a clear example because sometimes when I show people, when I tell you guys, probably it will not come across as something you will understand. Okay, so in my own page, I have these posts, right? So you can see 3-pin posts at the top, video at the bottom. Okay, I did a video over here. I think I posted it yesterday or something. Okay, so I did a video over here just talking about the process of posting a video and getting a result. So I post a video, it simply says, hey, follow me, blah, blah, blah. And once people follow me, okay, and or comment the workshop, I send them information. But not only the information, which is a free training, okay, which any of you guys can do, record a video and send them a free training, but I also send them an invite letter. Guess to what that invite letter goes? It goes to an offer for a high ticket service. That's it. Okay. Now I don't need to do this in volume because if I do it in volume, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Why? I'm gonna have too many people replying and probably not able to serve any of them. Why? Because the more people you have, the less time you have as well. It's as simple as that. So for me to just stay focused on one thing and not distract myself with 1,000 things, I leave it like this. But if I wanted to boost this and reach a larger audience, because I think it's only 300 people that saw this, okay, not more than that, and that's on Instagram, and it has went on Facebook, it has went on LinkedIn. I also have it on Threads. I also have it on Twitter. It becomes too much to handle, to be honest with you. But if you want to boost it, I'm gonna show you how you can do it. Okay, now please, 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 please have in mind, when we run a funnel campaign, we will not boost anything. Funnel campaigns are for Facebook ads. Why? Because Facebook ads are targeted, very targeted. When we run Instagram campaigns, no, they're not targeted. They're a bit more broad, okay? A bit more broad audience, meaning the audience has an interest of business, of building a following, or making money, etc. It's super broad. It reaches a lot of people from a different country, etc. Okay? So what we do is simply targeting over here. We say we want profile visits because we want people to come to profile and become a client, become a follower or message you DM. That's it. We don't want website visit. We don't want message you. Okay? We want profile visit because we want to spend money and get a follower, a targeted follower. So what we do is people that are targeted are considered people that have shown interest. So now that we have our video that has a clear call to action, we go over here to boost it. So we only boost in Instagram. We don't boost on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. No, we only boost on Instagram. Why? Because the boost on Instagram is freaking good. It's good. Okay, good enough to bring you clients. Now, I don't recommend you boost on Facebook because it super sucks. It's very bad on Facebook. Please don't do it. You're gonna waste your money. So if you do it on Instagram, attract the audience. Once you attract the audience, you pitch them in the message, either a call or whatever your low ticket is, or to, for them to chat with you via DM. That's it. Go to Instagram, you set up your payment links. As you can see here, it says people that are following you, you can target more of those people, or you can target a new audience. In my case, I created a new audience. And who the audience is, it's the third one. It says coaches, consultants, nomads, so digital nomads in this case, men and women 30 to 45. Okay, so I don't work with people younger than 30 because it's a headache. I target people within the US and people that have an interest in coaching, digital marketing, learning, etc. Okay, it's very easy. If you're going to edit, I can show you a bit more in depth. Okay, you want to stay in the middle. Can you guys see my screen? Put it in the chat box, please. Put it in the chat box if you see my screen. If you're seeing the added audience, if you're seeing the yes, yes, yes. Okay, awesome. So please keep in mind, you don't want to be in the too large audience category. You don't want to be in the too little category. You want to be in the middle. Who is the audience in the middle? I can target within the US over 32 million. Do you think if you get 1% of that audience to come to you and become your follower, do you think you will get from that millions of people one client that pays you 2, 3, 4, 5K? Yes, you can. Yes, you can do it. Okay, so either in the US, either in the UK, either in Europe, either in Australia, even with my knowledge till today, even in South America, if you are relating or trying to promote something in Spanish, even in South America, where you have many third world countries, they still freaking buy low ticket offers. Okay, most of them spend anywhere between like $100 to $1,000 on average to attend an event, okay, or buy a coaching program. So if you have something, yes, you can sell your thing that you have at least for $1,000. Okay. On average, as you can see here, you can target any country that you want. The more countries, the bigger the audience. So I recommend you keep them split, meaning US separate, UK separate, blah, 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 so that you can have a nice I would say middle size audience. And then you can see here the things that you can target, okay? As you can see here, your targeting is not very difficult. So I assume most of you guys will not have a problem with this, okay? Now, go back. So when we going back, you can already see here what's the daily budget, $5. Okay, how many days you want to run it? It's up to you. So you can set duration. So you can set up to 1 day. If you only want to spend 1 day, only 400 to 1,000 people will see it. If you spend up to, I would recommend you spend something like, it depends on what your budget is. I would recommend you spend something like 200 to 300 per campaign. If you want to push that campaign a bit more further, meaning in budget, you can do a maximum 500. If between 300 and 500, you do not get a sale, you already know that campaign is not good. That campaign is bad, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. You have to try a new campaign, a new angle. So in the first video, if you talked about how can you fix rust within a car, for example, the next campaign, you're going to say, hey, how can you make the car go faster? Something like that. It has to be totally different than the previous that you did. And the DM keyword has to be also different so that you can split test what's working. Okay. As you can see here, guys, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have more than $5. It's the price of a coffee on average. Okay. Between average $5 to $10 is the price of a coffee. Premium coffee goes for like 20 to 35, I guess. The cheapest, I guess, is somewhere between 3 and 5. So I'm pretty sure you guys can afford this, at least for 1 day. So you can boost it like this. Okay, so it's very easy, very simple. I've given you guys this. I can give you guys again. Please, access it through you guys can access it through the Zoom chat. And the strategy is this. Let me go back to my screen here. As we talked about it earlier, okay, the strategy stays the same. So we have, again, 3 boxes. Very simple. Okay, so you have your ad. You have here in the middle, conversation. Okay, and at the end, do apologize my writing where it's going to be fast and easy. In the end is page. Okay, these are the 3 things you need. So every single one of you right now looking at this video or you're attending live, I want you to go and find all the videos out there and make a list of your competitors. Okay, now if you don't have a specific competitors, specifically speaking here to Sheena's, If you don't have a competitor because you don't know someone selling something specific that you want to sell similar to, meaning helping people get back their life in order, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. What we want to do is the following. Let me just split my screen here. So we're going to look, for example, at, remember, when you create an ad, it targets a specific audience with a specific, I would say, pain point or problem. So the audience might be in the US in a certain situation, and their pain or problems based on something. Let's say they don't have money, they don't have their life in order, they have problems with self-confidence, etc., etc., etc. Now, from all the gurus out there that talks about self-development, self-confidence, mindset, habits, blah, 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 you want to look for videos like these. Okay, so you see videos that they have a lot of views, a lot of comments, blah, blah, blah. Okay, awesome. Now I want to see what the video is about. So listen to the video, listen to the pitch, look at how he's creating the video, and then from there, create your own version of it. Okay, so if you see this video, he's doing something event related. Okay, but it's not based on the event. It's based on the fact that, hey, what we're going to do here, I'm going to highlight it for you in the comment section. We're going to unleash the power within. So whatever he's showing and talking about, he's doing it with high energy because he's going to unleash the power that you guys have within. So he's trying to transmit an idea, convey an idea to the audience about the energy you have within. Let's unleash it so you can achieve success or transformation within your life. So the video is not about him. It's not about the event. It's about the thing that you have within you and how you maximize its potential. So when you guys go and create your videos, you have to think, how can I, within my message, within my body posture, within my environment I'm recording in the background, convey or transmit that same emotion, same element. All right? So this is the key, guys. This is the key. This is how Shaq's able to sell his high-ticket offer. Convey stories, emotions, visual aspect. Imagine Shaq gets on the on the summit wearing a body shirt. I'm pretty sure you guys will say, what the heck is going on, right? But when Shaq gets in with a suit or a blazer that is a color that you never seen out there in the world, like green or red or purple, it attracts you because you're like, oh, I never seen such a suit, that color before. Okay, so it looks flamboyant. It looks very affluent. You guys understand the psychology play here? So you have to look at what's going on social media based on your content that you're trying to convey to people that can help them, and then reconstruct it. What you're doing there is reconstructing elements of how you can become a better storyteller, a better visual person, and to convey emotion. Now, there's another person called this person, not Matt Graham. Okay, if you don't want to, for example, and we're talking about mindset here, right? So mindset, self-development, encouragement, or raising someone up from difficulties in life, blah, blah, blah. Faceless. Yes. So Farkana says, can I replicate this with faceless account? Yes, you can, Farkana. And this is right the point I wanted to just discuss right now. If you don't want to create videos, you can do things like this, images. But every image that you put out, you have to ask yourself, does this image convey an emotion? Like this guy sitting in a dark place, reading a book. Your immediate thought will be, what is happening there? That's your immediate instinctive thought about it. Or you might be an image like this, a before and after, not of yourself, but of someone else. If you don't want to show that someone else's face, just blur the face out. Or just use a mock-up. Someone like, Canva has different mock-ups that they give you for free or something. So you can have a before and after. But things like this are what breaks the barrier from being embarrassed to curiosity. So people feel like, this guy looks like this. They immediately want to see why he looks like that. They want to read the caption. Okay, so as you can see, you can play with images, but the images has to convey an emotion. The emotion this guy is going for is self-development, discipline, and being, or at least trying to be a man within the world that we live in. Not be a what they call a follower or a sheep, blinded follower, blinded sheep. Okay? So what he is doing is going the opposite of what is happening in the world. So if in your world you know there are leaders out there that does not fit your narrative, don't talk negatively about that leader. Rather, do talk negatively about the perspective they have on that topic that you're good in. So if you see something that is green and that green thing is helping people from a genuine perspective, go against the topic that you see out there that the yellow thing is what works because it's easier, it's faster, it's more convenient. Go against it. Because when you go against it, you stand apart. An example I can give you is in business. I'm going to be very upfront with you guys. In business nowadays, they teach, oh, you don't have to think. Oh, you can outsource everything. Oh, you don't have to make effort. But what you're cultivating is that person never develops any real skill. That person always is dependent on someone else for their success. So what I do is go against that. I jump on calls or I talk to people or I say to them, hey, cut the BS. Okay, let's talk like a man to man, face to face, adults to adults. You need to become responsible. You need to become accountable. You need to put in the effort. If you don't, you're not going to succeed. Why? Because people out there, similar to Shaq or other people, they're spending a bunch of money out competing you. So how, if you're not willing to put in the effort, you're not willing to understand this, you're not willing to develop the skills, how are you thinking that within a 10K ad budget or 5K ad budget or $300 ad budget, you're going to win the world and become rich? It's not going to work. So the only thing that is going to make you work or make it work in other ways, if testing your ideas, that's one. Two, putting in the effort to doing it multiple times. And three, is basically exposing yourself, going against what's the norm out there. Okay, testing your ideas, doing it multiple times so that you can develop the skill, and exposing your perspective, going against the norm or normal thinking out there. Those are the three skills that will make you stand out. Okay, now you have to do it with a dedication behind it. Otherwise, it will not work for you guys. I'm telling you up front right now because you're competing with a bunch of people out there. Okay, there's a bunch of women out there that has more status, more money, that have maybe a spouse that has more credibility than probably you do. Or there's more guys out there in their 20s that are willing to do a lot of shady stuff just to get a quick buck, and they do it. They successfully do it. I'm telling you because I know many of them behind the scenes. Don't believe everything you see on social media. That's one thing I can tell you. But from the perspective of honesty and transparency, there's a lot of people out there that sell you a lot of stuff just for the quick buck. So if you want to stand out and do things differently, you have to say it up front and you have to be clear. Either you want to be in the image, on the video, or not. So an example of this, this is for the mindset part. We can also, let me see what else we can search for social media wise. Simon Quibb, if you guys like this guy, okay, what is his basis for his content? Interviewing under personal information. We don't know who the guy is. We don't know who the person that he's interviewing is. But one thing we do know, their story. He's always looking for the story. He said, what is your dream? What is your dream? What is your dream? That's the only question that he asks. And based on that, the person replies with their story. Oh, yeah, I had a dream, but I'm not going to do it. Oh, yeah, I had this dream. I'm planning on doing it. Oh, I had a dream, but I have to go to school. Oh, I had a dream, but I'm working. I don't have time for it, etc. Everyone has their own versions of what is their dream. So then you have to come up with your own question. Okay, your own question that you want to ask people, get their story. Okay, like Shinas is doing this right now. She's asking people a question, getting their story, and without having to put her face out there, she can take that story and just create content like these. Let me see. Yeah, because you can find a post for you guys. This is a content illustration. Do you see Simon Squibb face there? No. What do you see? Two ladies from, I don't know, BBC, whatever interview they did, and then a story. Okay, the story says, before passing from cancer, blah, 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 Don Anderson gave his daughter Lola a note. So it's based off the story. So what I would recommend you guys, if you're in business or you're not in business, meaning you're not selling something business related to make money online, blah, 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 but more like a transformation, mindset thing, self-development thing, take the stories from those persons and talk about them within your content. Don't share the person's face, don't show your face, nothing. Say, are you struggling with X, Y, and Z? That's the question. The question has to be direct. And then you talk about how you help this person get clarity, get transparency, get a blueprint, get a new habit, get a new roadmap, get a new whatever it is that you can give them on a conversation in order to help them get out of that rut. And you say, if you want me to help you too, comment DM, blah, blah, blah. That's it. That's how you do it. But the illustration or the image has to be a image of someone going through that process. Okay? Has to describe visually who that person is. So that's how you can do it without showing your face. And again, look at this. He's doing it again. So he doesn't use his face. He used someone popular within the media. This guy is called Stephen Bartlett. He does a lot of podcasts on YouTube. And he talks about them. How they are being banned or something. Okay? So it's an example how you can do it faceless as well. And you don't have to show your face. Okay? Now, what will be the process for promoting this? You have 4 weeks out of the month, and you can create a simple process of, okay, let me run this down. Anyways, let me just use my Zoom. I see there's a question. Shinas, I put my face in the videos too. Okay, yeah, Shinas, you can put your face, not a problem. Let me just get my quick notes here. Okay, quick notes will be this. Okay, so we have 1 month. Okay, 1 month. I'm only asking you guys to stick with me. Please, after this call, go and find people at least. Okay, so after call. So research. Please don't be lazy. Please don't be lazy. Okay, search 1 to 5 people that are competition or same audience. Okay, so that's the first thing. I'm giving you guys the action plan. Please, I have on Zoom every single name of every single one of you that is a client or has been inactive, okay, or that has some type of social media page already existent. Please, I'm gonna follow up with you within a week to see if you guys at least implemented any of this. Please do not come with me with the excuse, I didn't have time, I didn't understand it, I forgotten it. Please, because the idea here is to help you out, but if you're not putting in the effort, no one can help you out. Okay? So what I want to do here is go search for one person, at least at a minimum, that you see as a competition, that you see has the audience that you want to sell to, that you see you consume their content from. It's one or the other, at least one of them. Don't go more than 5. Just stick with 1 to 5, but at least one of them. Find that person. Okay? It might be Simon Squibb. It might be Frank Kern. It might be Shakir himself. It might be, I don't know, someone else that has a high audience, someone else that has credibility, someone else out there selling an offer. Okay? Find that person. Second, you're going to create a video or carousel, okay, to promote a solution. Okay? The call to action is DM me the word, or let's say comment, give it keyword. I don't know what keyword you want to use because, for example, someone in business can also use the keyword mindset. Like, okay, you want to give them a roadmap, a strategy, a blueprint, a PDF. Okay, any of you guys writing on the screen, please don't do it. Add, in this case, don't move your mouse. So you want to create a video or carousel. Okay, please do not outsource this. If you are unaware, if you are unskilled, if you don't know what to do with a carousel because you don't know what the word Canva means. You don't know what is Canva, whatever. Totally fine, not a problem. Okay. Make a note. You just look at Frank Kern, just write a note. Write a hand notes, like on a piece of note paper, keypad, notepad, whatever you have. Write a note of what you will do step by step. How does this carousel start? Statement or question. If you want to use ChatGPT, fine, use ChatGPT. Statement or question, okay? Then explain steps, the steps. Then give CTA. That's it, okay? That is what you want to do. Okay, now that you have that in place, okay, you're gonna see high views or not. If yes, boost for, I'm gonna say boost for small budget. Okay, like 15 bucks, maybe 35, whatever. Okay, boost it. If you see that it has a small audience, boost it. Okay, a couple of views, but you have to wait at least like 3 days. So you're gonna wait 3 days, see if high view or not. Okay, boost it. If not, okay, keep in mind, please, if you don't have any high boost, try another style. Try another style, another statement. Try another question. Okay, same steps if you want to, or modify, okay, or edit steps. Okay, that's it. That is what you want to do. This is how you start, guys. It's super simple. Find 1 to 5 audience, create a video or carousel. Keep in mind, okay, the main key of the video carousel. Let me just point it out because I probably by now you guys forgot. Here, main key here, elements is emotion. Okay, how do people buy? Emotion. People don't buy rationally. I have to deal with this, my own inefficiency of sometimes having to implement it because I keep on forgetting it. But people buy based on emotion. Okay, if it's money, if it's self-development, if it's marriage, if it's a partner, if it's buying a real estate, then people buy based on emotion. So you have to play with emotion. So if you created your video, if you created your carousel, and it's not based on emotion, I'm sorry for you, but it's not gonna fly. People are not gonna connect to it. So it has to be based on emotion. What do I mean based on emotion? Based on sadness, based on tragedy, whatever. No, maybe that's too far. Anyways, based on sadness, basis of failures, based on wants, based on I don't know, mistakes, based on these things. The sadness of not being able to do something, the failure of failing at something, the wants of not being able to achieve anything, or mistakes of regrets, okay, all those things. Okay, try to use those things within the body, the copy, the emotion you're trying to convey. All right, and at the end, have your call to action. If you want to solve your sadness, there's a solution. If you want to integrate yourself back into community, this is your solution. Call to action, integrate, or I don't know, like solution or sadness, whatever you want to give it as a keyword. Okay, but it has to be based on that. And based on this, you're gonna put it out. You're gonna wait, and then you're gonna spend like 15 bucks, and you're gonna see how it performs. 15 bucks, 35 bucks, 50 bucks, whatever you're comfortable with. Do not go more than 50, please. Do not go more than 50 because you're just testing the waters. If the idea sticks, and you get a lot of people bombard you with comments, and you get a lot of people DMing you, whatever the case happens, it's a good start for you to see, okay, now I can take this video. Once I have my funnel, I can promote this for my funnel. I can use that same video, that same carousel, push people into the funnel. They're more likely to buy. Why? Because they love the consumer content they love and like about you. Okay, so that's the strategy here. Not only you will gain followers, so it's like killing two birds in a stone. You're getting followers and you are getting someone interested in buying your offer. Okay, so that's the main thing here. Now, once you have this in place, it's golden. You're good to go. All right, because rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Let me share my screen with you, show an example what means to rinse and repeat. So I'll go back to my screen, go back to here. I will click on to this person. Let's go to Maria Wentz. It's the most recent example I have here. Look at this video. Comment, teach me. DM, teach me. Look at this video. It says comment 60 to get the 60-page PDF. Look at this video. It's a simple highlight. Look at how many pictures she has. Only one picture, but the story is like, I don't know, at least 7 to 10 slides long. Okay. And look at people comment. Everyone's commenting. All right, great, awesome, nice. Okay. What is the point here? The point here, she has a winning process for videos and or carousels and just keeps pushing offer after offer after offer. The first one was a workshop. The second one was a PDF. Now he says comment 365 and get my prompt for viral videos, blah, blah, blah. So she's just coming up with content ideas. Where is she coming up with the ideas? She's coming up with ideas based on what people ask for in the comments. They want to know about something. They want to know about something. They want to know. And she's just pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Why? And she's just rinsing and repeat. And every video that you see here, let me go back to the video area. It's kind of slow, but anyways. Oops, nope, not this. And then go to the reels. Okay. So let's look at the reels. Every reels she pushed, does she go viral with every single reel? No, she does not go viral. So you don't have to focus on going viral. You have to focus on your message, getting people to DM you or getting people to buy your stuff. That's it. Find the right hook, the right messaging, the right offer or pitch to get the sale. That is the thing you should optimize for, not going viral, because she does not go viral, but she still makes money by selling a offer of $250 to $200. Okay, so some video will do like 5K, other video will do like 138K, other videos will do like 35, etc. Now some of these videos are even promoted, and most of them are not. She only promotes the videos that gets the sale. That's it. That's the key. Whenever a video gets the sale, that's the thing she promotes and sends money and pushes ads. Why do I know this? Well, I'm going to show you in a bit why do I know this. But the idea is that through the organic content, you find a video that gets you the sale or gets you the booking or gets you the most people opting into your funnel, whatever you want to aim for. So depending on what you're selling. And from there, you want to test with ads. So if I go, for example, to Facebook, ads library, oops, sorry. Facebook, ads library. Okay, so we're going to open the ad library. We want to understand what is she doing for ads. Maria, kind of forgot already. Wentz. Okay. The official page. Okay, let's hope so. Okay, so if you look at the top, I'm researching their person. Okay, I already know her Facebook strategy. Create content, push people to DM, auto send them a message in the DM. You guys can use Simple Builder to do this. That's why I recommend you guys, if you don't have Simple Builder, get the Simple Builder. You can build your website, you can connect your social media, you can schedule your content, and you can auto DM people that comment in your content on Instagram. Okay, so it makes your life way more easy to have everything in one place. That's the first thing. Second thing, I don't know why this not opening. Okay. Second thing, now that we know that she's promoting her best, most engagement, most, I would say, engagement content. Now we want to see, okay, what the content is about. Okay, so this is how you study your competition. Especially, as I told you, you only have to find one person. You don't even have to go 5, 10, 15, do like a full market research. You find one person. For example, I found this person. Okay, so now I found this person. Let's say I also wanted to pitch something that has to do on growing your Instagram. Do you really think I'm gonna invent the wheel or trying to create a new offer? No, I'm gonna come up with something similar to hers. Why? Because she's already selling it. So it's proven product to get sales. Now I will see. She has on average since September this bunch of ads. I scroll a bit more below. I see videos, I see PDFs, I see funnel, blah blah blah. Then I keep scrolling down. I see, okay, launched August. Why am I going to August, not September? Because I want to understand since August, what are the content that she has been putting money behind or promoting that is getting her sales. Because no one out there is going to spend their money on a ad for more than a month that is not making anything in return. No one does it. Okay, so if I tell you that you're going to just give away your salary, your income, your whatever business profit revenue to someone stranger on the street, are you going to do it? No, you're not going to do it. But are you going to spend it on someone or something that's going to give you a return? Yes, you're going to do it, most likely. So with us, when you want to start your competition, we look, okay, August, what are the ads she's running? So you can see at the first row of the ads, all of them are active. So in other words of saying, these within August that she ran got sales, therefore she's still promoting it. But these in September that we just saw, she's testing out to see if they're gonna produce some type of income. So now that we have the August here, we can see, okay, this video is making making bank or making money. This offer for the 100K follower download PDF is making money. This offer is $24 is making money. So now we see, okay, if I wanted to replicate, imitate, etc. videos, I can do it from here as well. I can see her ads videos, recreate them, something similar, same messaging, everything. And then trying to do it like this. Okay. So this is another option we have at understanding what ads are working and just multiplying our efforts by simply looking at what's already working. So you're not shooting in the dark. You're going off a proven template that already getting sales. So for you get sales, it's going to be easier for you to make that happen. Okay, so everyone understands the strategy here, the play or the playbook here. Let me see. Let me see your questions. Significantly higher. Let me see. Okay, so Habiban asked, what would you say if high views, how many? There is no number for high views, to be honest with you. As we just said, you don't want to focus on high views. You want to just observe from those views if you got DMs and or if you got people interested at buying. If you get high views and a lot of DMs but no one buying, that means the message is good, the hook is good, but the offer that you pitch the person in the DMs is not good. So then you have to work on the offer or the pitch. How did you pitch them? Did you pitch them directly? The thing that you give them, like a lead bank or a link to your funnel, is it really enticing enough, etc., etc. Okay, so you have to work on that messaging, not the content. But if you launch a content and you have a lot of views but no DMs, then you know, hey, the messaging or the information within the video or the carousel doesn't appeal to the audience because a lot of people is looking at it, but no one is compelled to comment anything. So you have different steps. So if you map it out, I see that Shanna says significantly higher than your other account. It doesn't matter on the height, it matters on the engagement that you get. Okay, so that's the main thing I want you guys to take away as the key metric. Farkana says, yes, did not know you can see other people's ads and Facebook library. Yes, you can. You can see it from Instagram as well. Can I ask a question about my video interviews? Yes, you can, Shinas. Let me give you guys an example of what Farkana is referring to. I'm going to go to my homepage. Okay, every single one of you guys can do this on your phone as well if you want to. If you do it on your PC, it will be easier and faster and more easier for you to see. Okay, so let me just do it on my, okay, here's an example. Okay, so she's showing up onto my Instagram feed. As you can see, it says sponsored ad. Okay, you guys can do this. Just click on, oops, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, so you see the 3 dots on the side when it says sponsor ads. Click on the 3 dots. It's going to give you more options. Just click on the 3 dots. And it's going to ask you a question. I don't know if you guys can see the box, but the question is, why are you seeing this ads about Instagram ads? Let me just go back. If I go back, I don't think I'm going to see her ads anymore, but we can find something else. Okay, so let's go again. Oh, she appears again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to click it again. The 3 dots, when you see a sponsor ads, you're going to see hide ad, report ad, why you're seeing this ad. So you click on why you're seeing this ad. When you click on that, it's going to show you this. It's going to say you who is promoting that ad to what audience. Okay. So I'm going to click on this. And now I'm seeing, okay, she's promoting an ad to people that are 18 and older. Now look at the bottom. It says see ad detail in meta ad library. And why do they do this? They do this for transparency. That's it. Okay, so if I go back to meta library, look where it's sending me to all her ads. You see how easy it is for you guys to just replicate these contents? So that is why I'm saying that many times if you wanna make your life easier, just see what your competitor is doing. That's it. Find someone that's selling something similar that you're selling or trying to sell, and then look at what they're doing and build upon it, meaning make it custom to you. You're going to a car dealership. That car dealership is going to sell you the same car everyone buys. Well, what makes it different? What makes yours different than what other people have? Maybe you change the color, maybe you change the windows, maybe you change the rims, maybe you change the interior, maybe you add a spoiler, maybe you add, sunroof, blah, blah, blah. Many of those things. That's how you customize a winning product. Okay, something that is popular, people want, etc., etc. So with the industry, it's the same. You find a winning offer, you build upon it. Okay, now look at what it's even giving you. Okay, it's going to show you the ad. It's going to say that it's active. If you click on see ad detail, it's going to open all the details about the ad. And guess what are you going to also see? So if you look on the side, it will show you the video, learn more, blah, blah, blah. You can click the link. It goes to the funnel. Then about the advertiser, you can see all the information about the advertiser, the information that it's selling. Okay. And for European transparency, again, they're giving you all the details. All right. So you guys can see every single details that you need to see about the ad. So look at the details because of the European transparency. It shows you which country she is promoting the offer in, what age targeting, and what gender per country. Okay. So as you can see, she's also not reaching a lot of people within those countries. Most of them are European countries: Ireland, Italy, Lithuania, Malta, Netherlands, etc., etc., etc. So she has good engagement in the US, but really bad engagement in the European countries. Okay. She's trying to expand her market with the social media marketing, blah, blah, blah. But she's not working in the Europe. That's how you can see stats, data, way before making a decision to promote your offer in the European market. Okay. So if you guys wanted, like when you're doing, I would say competition research and you're finding this information, this gives you a real good idea where to spend your money and what to avoid so that you don't waste your money. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do this for many of the ads because I'm just showing you an example. But yes, if you wanted to do research, this is how you can do it. Now, your homework for today is as follows, as I've given you guys a minute ago. Make sure you search for at least one person like this that I've given you as an example. Search for one person out there that you know yourself. You like their content. Their content compels you to take action. Okay. And their content transmits emotion behind it. Look for at least one people. If you can find one, but that one is not 100%, you're not 100% convinced about it, look for 2, 3, 4, 5, not more than 5. Okay? But at least one. Now, once you find that person, you're going to create your own version of what the person has as content that is related to your offer. Okay? So if you're in the self-development niche, look for people within the self-development niche. You can replicate, model their content. Okay? And you want to push them based on your offer breakdown, based on your call to action. You want to push them to comment some keyword so you can start the conversation. And you're going to make sure, of course, after they comment, you're going to start the conversation within the DM. So you're going to say, comment this keyword for me to DM you X, Y, and Z, whatever you're going to DM them. Is it more details because you're going to have a conversation? Is it a link to your funnel because you have your funnel ready to go and you want to give them the link? Or is it a call that you want to do, like, hey, you're getting more details and we jump on a call, whatever it is that you're doing. So you decide, and you there's no right way or wrong way. You have to test it out. Every audience engages, reacts, or replies differently. Once you have that in place, that's when you're going to see if you can pitch them. Okay, you're going to pitch your offer. Make sure you have your offer in mind and the pricing as well. Please, the offer is, I will help you with X to avoid X within X, Y, and Z weeks or days or months, whatever. Okay, so I will help you achieve X, whatever the desired outcome is based on your conversation, to avoid X, Y, and Z pain or problem, whatever you find out in the conversation, and then in X, Y, Z weeks or months. Okay, and you state what the pricing is if you want to. If not, you simply say then, okay, you can jump on a call with me and I will see if you're a perfect fit. If not, I will let you know what my recommendations are. That's it. Okay, as simple as that. The person replies, okay, you send them the link for the call, great. You find out if they booked the call. You verify them then and there. That's it. If not, you're giving them a funnel link, let them go to the funnel link. Say, hey, did you put in your details? If not, send me your email, I can put you in your details. Okay, so that's also a way you can do it. That's your homework for today. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up the call. Eddie, thanks for the question. Chinas, thank you for showing up. Farkana as well. I do know, Farkana, we have a call tomorrow. So we will go through your processes. Guys, what I would recommend you, again, I hate to hammer on it, but it's the main thing. If you have the CRM, if you don't get it, if you have it, please connect your social media to it. Because within the CRM, if you guys have a funnel, if you have an opt-in page, if you have a follow-up sequence, you are able to schedule content. And guess what? When people from your email list see your content that you schedule out and then they probably find on social media, you can go within the CRM and see that they saw it. They read it. They opened the email, all those stuff. So you can see if they become a client, if they become a buyer, you can see exactly what was the path that they went through before they became a client. So then for you, when your client says to you, yeah, but why should I trust in you? You're like, hey, I have a clear path of how people become a client. Do you have that? No. Did someone else give you that? No. Did someone else teach you that? No, but I do. And I can show you mine. So you have something tangible, friendable, that you can show them and or implement for them. So they can rinse and repeat the same process that you're getting sales with. This is what everyone does. Shakir does it, Grant Cardone does it, Frank Kern does it, every single one out there does it. They have an implement process. Because of the implemented process, they get a sale. They take that process they got a sale and they showcase it to you on social media. And they try to sell you the same process that they got results with. That's it. So you rinse and repeat what works. Okay, guys, appreciate it. Shinas, I can't find where to connect my social media. No worries, Shinas. I'll send you the link directly to it. Let's try it in like that. No worry, I'll send you the link directly to it. Okay, so it's not a problem, Shinas. I'll send you right after the call. I'll see you guys. I'll have something to drink and look forward to see you guys on tomorrow's training for copywriting. Okay, take care. Bye.